Good evening. It's Dr. John Bennett, televising from Miami. We are televising a conference in Russia on the transnasal endoscopic approaches in neurosurgery with a conference headed by Albert Sufianov, MD, and I'll tell you a little bit about him. But let me introduce Marco. Good evening, Marco. He's on the panel.
Hi, good evening, Dr. John. My name is Marco Antonio Caga. I'm from Cochabamba, Bolivia. Uh, I really
Okay, okay, very good. Well, welcome, Marco. Okay, let me just tell you a little bit about the program because we should be getting the link any
okay.
second now. We're waiting from the link for them to enter from Russia. They're usually pretty good. At 8, the first lecture at 10, and allegedly beginning in 9 minutes, is endonasal anatomy with Dr. Henry Schroeder. He's the He's a neurosurgeon. He's a leader in neurosurgical endoscopy from Germany, director of neurosurgery at the University Hospital in Greifswald, Germany. Followed at 8:30 by endoscopic equipment, planning and imaging with the course director Albert Sufianov, MD. And at 9 o'clock, skull-based reconstruction techniques after endoscopy. And let me check to see who does that. I'm not sure here. Let me see. We open the file. As you can see, we're not okay. That's with again with Dr. Henry Schroeder, the um, German endoscopist. Also on this program, we'll tell you now before they come in. As I mentioned, Albert Sufianov, he's the head of the uh, Russian Neurosurgical Innovation Center at Tyumen. It's a designated center for neurosurgical innovation in Tyumen. Um, and Albert Sufianov, he's a pretty well known neurosurgeon and he's a writer. He's an investigator. He has a lot of PhDs working with him at Tyumen. He's an active member of the World Academy of Neurological Surgery, a member of Neuroendoscopy Committee of the WFNS, a member of the Executive Committee of Asian Congress of Neurological Surgeons, and a member of the European Society of Pediatric Neurosurgeons, and a member of the Association of Neurosurgeons of Russia. He's joined, as I said, with Henry Schroeder from Germany, as well as a very prominent Indian pediatric neurosurgeon and a neurosurgeon, Chandrasekhar Depo Pujari, MD. He's done fellowships everywhere. He's not only president of the Neurological Society of India, which is a country of 1.25 billion, and the Skull Based Surgery Society of India. He's an ex president of the India Society for Pediatric Neurosurgery Fellowship in Microvascular Surgery at Henry Ford Hospital in Detroit. He did a fellowship there back in '88. He did a fellowship of pediatric neurosurgery in Toronto in 1995, epilepsy surgery at Miami Children's in 1997, around the block, and an endoscopic and minimally invasive skull-based neurosurgery at University of Mainz in Germany. So he's done 4 or 5 fellowships. Do you understand what I'm saying, right, Marco?
Yes, you know the last
Cuatro
the,
años, the
yes,
fellowships.
yes, the last conference with Albert Suyanov was a great conference from Russia, and now with those new neurosurgeons, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be very amazing. This conference.
Yeah, it's I appreciate you coming out. The last one was very very good. Good speakers. Tyumen. Let me just show you briefly where
Yep.
Tyumen is at. I'm going to screen share the location where it's at. Let me just get this up and show you where it's located in Russia. It's considered Siberia, but it seems like everything east of Moscow is Siberia. Um, It's more southern Siberia, bordering on the area of India. Let me just get a map here. Things are slow because a lot of bandwidth gobbled up by the hangout. Okay. Okay, let me go to the Russian channel at Neurosurgical TV and go to the Taiwan channel, Taiwan Russia channel. I'm going to show this to you. Okay, there we go. Okay, let me see. Let me know if you can see this, Marco. Can you see that
Yes,
map? Okay.
yes,
Okay.
yes,
Now there's a map of Russia. As you can see, on the left side is Moscow, way over there in the west, and Taiwan is in. This all is considered Siberia, I believe. It's considered to be southern Siberia. Here's the Taiwan area here, which is contiguous, I think, with Nepal, other countries, Eastern European countries, and it's certainly not close to Moscow. It's a good distance, um, and it's kind of an inaccessible area. That's why we're glad we can bring we can televise a conference from there. Here's a picture of the center in Taiwan, headed by Albert Sufyanov. Um, and as I said, it's a designated area of Russia for neurosurgical innovations, and Albert is one of the leaders there. It's funded by the government, and I believe it's more than just a hospital. They do investigations. I believe a lot of research there. Okay, no, no, I got to keep an eye on if they come in. Hopefully, they'll come in a few minutes here.
yeah,
Typically, yeah. Let me. I got to monitor my email to make sure everything's okay.
yep,
Ask them, are you okay? Sometimes they start late, and I always check the time because sometimes you can make mistakes. What and all I do is go to Google.
I think we are on time. We are on time. Yes.
Yeah, it's the right time. They're supposed to start in 2 minutes,
Yep.
but they. So what's new in Bolivia? Are you ready for the conference next weekend
Yeah.
in Cucabamba?
Yeah. It's here in Cochabamba, Bolivia. We're going to have a conference about neuroanatomy, and uh, we are going to have many neurosurgeons. One of them is from Mexico, another from Argentina, and also here in Bolivia we have another neurosurgeon and also teachers of um, my university, and all of them are going